Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Audrey. I make YouTube videos, TikToks, post Instagram pictures, you know, all the things. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it and I would love to have you. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how I curl my hair with the Dyson Airwrap. I got it probably a month and a half ago and I have been learning how to use it and perfecting how I use it. And I finally feel like I really know how to use it. So I am going to tell you guys how I curl my hair with it today. I'm sure a lot of you had this on your Christmas list and I hope you got it. So if you are coming and watching this after you got it for Christmas, thanks for coming by. But I'm using the blue and copper Dyson Airwrap. I got it at Ulta like in November. I saw it there and I was like, I need it. I just bought it. It was such an impulse buy, but I just really wanted it and I knew that with the holidays coming up, it was probably going to sell out. But yeah, without further ado, let's just curl my hair. Okay, for this look, you're going to need some heat protectant and I like to use the Bumble & Bumble Heat Shield Thermal Protection Mist. I will link it down below for you guys, but I like to spray this onto every section of my hair before I start curling. If you're unfamiliar with the Airwrap, there are two curling attachments because they go in two different directions. So this one with the arrows going this way, I'm gonna put on this side because my hair is gonna go that way. Weird, I know, you would think it would be the other way around, but it's this. And then we're also going to be using the brush attachment and you will see that later in the video. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need, and then hairspray afterward. So right now I'm starting with relatively dry hair, but it's still a little bit wet. You kind of want it to be 90% dry, but still want there to be a little bit of moisture since this is air, so it's going to be drying your hair, and if you're starting with a little bit of wet hair, the curls are going to hold a lot better. So we are going to section my hair, and I usually just do 3 sections, and put a clip. You know what, I'm gonna take this off so you can like see it actually fall the right way. So first I'm just gonna use my heat protectant. And I'm pretty generous with this because like with an Airwrap, it's okay if your hair is starting a little bit wet. Whereas if you're like using a curling iron and your hair is wet, you probably shouldn't do that. So now we are going to put the curling iron attachment on. I put the wrong one on. Wait, I told you the wrong thing. 1 second, let me make sure I'm right. Yes, let me show you. So for this, let me see if you can see it. Oh, they are going that way. Let me explain. When you are looking at the Airwrap, the arrows are going that way if you're going this side. But when you show it like this, they're going this way. So you can like look around, look what way it's actually going. If it's going that way, and then your hair is going to go that way. You'll figure it out. So as you can see on the Airwrap, I have everything on the highest setting, and we're gonna keep it that way until I tell you to change it. So just grab a small section of hair, I'll brush it a little bit, and then throw it on here. And it just wraps it up. And then I just hold it for a few seconds. And now we're going to turn the heat setting all the way down to cold and give a blast of cold so that it sets the curl, and then take it out. And it's gonna look like that. And you're gonna be like, why does it look like that? Why do I look like one of those, you know, decade American Girl dolls? And trust the process with this. Oh, also, got my booster today. And then we're just gonna keep doing that. For me, I probably need to invest in the longer barrels just because my hair is so long that sometimes all of it can't wrap around the barrel. So I'm probably going to do that sometime soon. But for right now, this works just fine. So as you can see, these front curls are already starting to fall. Done that side, now let's move to the next side. And when we're moving to the next side, we are going to change the attachment. See, I wasn't even looking because I was trying to show you and it just like sucked in the other hair. Okay, what happened there? Because now that's like so long and not curled. See, like it'll like sometimes suck in other pieces, but that's okay. It's just curling them more. Sometimes we got a straggler like that, so I gotta grab it. First section is done. And like I said before, we are going to spray the heat protectant on every single layer, so we're gonna spray it again. I swear my second section is always the thickest. There's so much hair there. Switching the attachment again to go back to this side. And sometimes I will like twist it out with my finger just to make sure it's like smooth. And sometimes some pieces will fall out more than others and you'll have to kind of go back and curl them, which is fine. It's easy enough to do. Or they'll kind of blend with pieces that aren't curled yet, so then you kind of have to curl them again, but that's no problem. No problemo. Ooh! Do you see what I did there? That's one of the problems that I think a lot of people run into. If you saw how it like spun out like that because I didn't turn it off before pulling out the curl. Yeah, a lot of people do that and then it gets like tangled. It gets so tangled and people are like, oh my god, I hate the air wrap. I'm like, well, are you using it correctly? Probably not. And you have to turn it off before you pull out the curl because then that will happen. Well, anyway, learning experience. Like the first few times I ever tried the curling attachments, I did that. I didn't know that you had to like turn it off before taking your hair out of the curl, and I was like, how do people use this thing? Like, I don't like it. But then I figured out how to use it correctly. You just have to use it the right way. I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you'll like it. That side's finished. And now we move to the other side. Got these all curled, and now is where we add the brush attachment. So I'm gonna take this off, add the brush, and we're going to spray my heat protectant one last time. Brush that through. We're gonna kind of keep this in that section like that, and we're gonna go from the front to the back. So I'm going to take this front section, just a tiny little one. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna kind of take that front piece of hair and we're going to kind of go like this. Here, and then here, and here, and then here. So you kind of go front and back to give it volume. I'll show you. And you want it to end up looking like that, basically. And then we are going to just do that all the way back. So now that we look like a 2000s punk rocker, we are going to brush through it. But with my fingers, I'm not brushing through it with a brush. Okay, and it's gonna fall like that. With that pretty Jennifer Aniston volume and sweep or swoop, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now that we're looking like this, it looks good, but we want to brush through it. I like to brush through it with my fingers because it doesn't fully pull out the curl, and I don't want it to fully pull out the curl. So like that's what that side looks like brushed out, and this is what it looks like not brushed out. Then we're gonna brush out this side. That's what it looks like from the back. And now we are just going to spray it with some hairspray, and I am using the Sebastian Shaper Plus, but you can use any hairspray. This is just what my mom has, but I usually use this one, and this one's her favorite one. And then I'm gonna brush through it a little bit more. Not like fully though, more just like the bangs. And there is the final look. Let me give you a little 360. Honestly, I'm gonna fix this part a little bit so it's a little bit more out of my face. There we go. So as you see what I just did there, I just kind of got that a little bit more like out of my face and swooping that way. So as you can see, it just gives such a bouncy, pretty, voluminous look, and I just love it. I just feel like a 90s Jennifer Aniston, and it's amazing. And we love her. We love Miss Dyson Air Wrap. But yeah, that pretty much concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you out a little bit with using your Dyson Air Wrap or motivated you to get one. I will link it down below. I know a lot of them are are sold out right now because of the holiday season, but if you're watching this and it isn't the holiday season, then go buy one because they're amazing. 10 out of 10, recommend. I just love it because it literally is everything in one tool, and I have like the carrying case and I travel with it and don't have to bring like a blow dryer, a curling iron, or flat iron and everything. So it saves a lot of space, and in the end it saves you a lot of money if you were going to be buying all of those tools anyway. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.